Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on Bitcoin. As usual, if you like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, Bitcoin has been overall bullish, making higher lows and higher highs. However, we are currently sitting around a very strong rejection zone between 30k and 32k because it's a previous support turned resistance and also supply zone, as we had a base right there. So we had a drop, a base, and an aggressive movement downward, making this one a very strong supply zone that the price is currently filling. Thus, for the bulls to take over from a long-term or macro perspective, we need to see a weekly candle close above the 32K. In this case, we'll be expecting further bullish movement till around the 40 and then 45k. Meanwhile, this zone is a supply and a resistance. That's why the bears can still kick in to be confirmed on lower time frames. If you remember previously, we have been looking for buy stops around this lower bound to catch the next impulse movement because it's the intersection of this demand zone, lower trend line, and the 25k support, previously a resistance and also round number. So price traded higher and we have been struggling around this area for a couple of days. If you break this one downward around 29,500, which I also mentioned multiple times, it was here, but we had works, so I made it a little bit lower. If you break it down, we'll be expecting further bearish movement. Our first support would be around the 28k, as you can see, resistance previously, also a demand zone on lower time frame. If broken downward, we'll be expecting a movement till this demand zone, also a support and resistance, as you clearly see. This is for the bears, or the bearish scenario. Meanwhile, can't really say much. We have been struggling inside this range, and I've been trading this range upward and downward until eventually, of course, it's broken upward or downward. So as we approach the upper bound, we'll be looking for short-term sell setups on lower time frames. For example, you can zoom into lower time frames like M30 and so on and look for any potential bearish reversal setups. Vice versa, if you trade lower till around 30k, also a demand zone and so on, around this lower bound, we'll be looking for short-term buy setups. If we break the lower bound downward, expect this bearish movement. If we break the upper bound upward, I wouldn't be like rushing to go for a long position long term. Instead, I'll be waiting for a weekly candle close, as mentioned, from weekly time frame above the 32k. For now, let's wait and see what happens, and of course, I'll be updating it like very soon. Best of luck, and I'll see you hopefully on the next one.